Hi everyone. Today myself, Mahmoud, and my colleague Roz will talk about the impact of organization to the society, which is like an important stakeholder for any company. So it's a quite controversial issue how companies are affecting the society. In what way is it a positive or negative? So what do you think about that, Roz?
I think companies have a responsibility in society to provide obviously a good service to consumers. Obviously, they've got other things to do like provide a service to the community and also the environment. So lots of companies are doing that, like big companies like Apple, McDonald's, etc.
Yeah, exactly. Now, like, there's a big issue which is like in the public nowadays is about how a business should be ethically responsible about that. I mean, some like politicians they say that as an owner of a company, we should be responsible for the society. We should like have a positive impact to the society to improve the infrastructure, to improve the telecommunication for the public. So, what's your opinion on that?
My opinion on that is I totally agree. They should have to keep up with this because if they don't, then they've got a bad reputation as a company. Also, a lot of big companies like McDonald's, Apple, uh, Microsoft, etc., they have a lot of money they gain and bigger than some countries' GDP. So this means that they have so much, because they have so much money, they should be doing something good with it. And some companies like Apple and McDonald's are doing stuff around the world with it.
Yeah, that's right. But like recently, we heard about the Volkswagen scandal and how they manipulated the volume of the volume of the carbon
Emissions,
emission. Yeah,
yeah, that's shocking, really. But that's been dealt with their share prices going way down and their company's image being absolutely slaughtered by the press, etc. So I think there is results for not doing well for society and the environment.
yeah. I mean, if we think about it, even logically, if you are gonna like follow a conduct of ethics, your company is gonna like be really profitable. So, for example, about the Volkswagen, us like everyone like now us the like everyone know about the scandal. People like stop like buying from Volkswagen, and even like a couple of years ago about Apple, the scandal of Apple employees, they weren't like even paying the salaries for the consumers. That's why for that specific month the sales like has been like really has been reduced significantly.
Yeah, and I think that's because consumers think that it's their responsibility to take action for the big companies' unethical actions, and you can tell really that they can have a major effect because the major point in the share prices in Volkswagen was because all the major state shareholders sold off.
Yeah, I mean the share price has been reduced like for 20% last month, which is like quite viral and significant for the company. Okay, so now let's talk about something more important in our 21st century, which is globalization. So it is the interaction of different companies, societies with together to improve that to have efficient production.
Yeah, globalisation is massive throughout the world because it can help develop impoverished areas, help develop countries with uh, their workforce, etc. Big companies can offer jobs and help societies grow. So I think that's really important.
I mean, one of the non-Scottish author, Adam Smith, where he indicated about the absolute advantage, where like a specific country have an absolute advantage on producing a specific product. For example, for example, the coffee. If we talk about Brazil, Brazil is considered as having a competitive and absolute advantage on production of coffee beans.
Yeah, and also the thing about coffee beans in places like Brazil, the fair trade concept's massive for these places because without the fair trade, they wouldn't get as much money for their products and the high quality products for that matter. So, so globalisation is very important, but it has to work along the lines of fair trade, etc.
But like it's quite controversial that like other like all countries have an access of like technologies. Why do we still have like an absolute advantage? For example, China on production of specific products. Why is that?
Because our economies and our societies make so much more money, and that's due to maybe greed or other things that are unethical, as spoken before. So I think it's my personal opinion is companies' ethics and greed has to reduce for society to work better.
And yeah, it's still considered as a controversial issue because like we have some people saying because of the cheap resources, some people say because of the infrastructure of these like developed or developing countries. So it's indeed like something indeed like controversial.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much our discussion. Thank you very much, Ross, for coming here today,
No, thank you.
and thank you for listening.